it's me, Mary. My husband is actually behind the camera for this one because he's actually more comfortable there. But welcome to Plan Your Year with the Zeises. Bigger, better, and greater things are on the horizon for you in 2020. Bigger dreams, better decisions, and a greater outcome. And that can all start right now. Don't wait to make your New Year's resolutions, and do not, whatever you do not please leave your 2020 up to chance. Take a few minutes, sit down, and write out everything you want to happen and everything you want to accomplish in the year 2020. Write the vision, make it plain, and before you know it, you will have had one of the most successful, stress-free, and enjoyable years of your life. Let's design the absolute best version of 2020. Let's plan out your year of perfect vision. Before we get started, there are a few things you are going to need in order to plan your successful, productive, and all-around great year. Excuse me, guys, I'm just going to be looking up and down from my computer because I have all the notes here, right? So stick with me. Number 1, pick a word or a theme for the year. This could be anything your heart desires, anything that inspires you to wake up every day and be the best version of you. You can pick words like health, wealth, family, fitness, focus, strong. The word the Zeises have chose for 2020 will be success. This is going to be the year we really focus on being successful. And that doesn't just mean in our jobs, We want to be successful in everything. Number 2, and this is probably the most important, write everything down. Write it all down. We cannot stress how important it is to have everything you want to accomplish written down. Once you write down the vision, that vision becomes a goal, and that goal will ultimately become your reality. Whether you desire to finish school, get a new car, solidify your career, build up your ministry, strengthen relationships, it is absolutely imperative that you write it all down. Number 3, block out time. Now what this means is to simply take the time and plan how you want to execute your year. This might not be done in one setting. Most times, especially when you are planning for a large family, 2, 3, 4 kids, it'll take 2 to 3 settings to accomplish setting your calendar. For us, it'll take maybe about 1 to 2 sessions because right now there's only 2 of us. Number 4, calendar it out. This could be a paper calendar or a digital calendar, but this year the Zeises will be doing both. If you prefer a digital calendar, there are some free apps you can use. The ones we'll be using this year is calendar.google.com, which can be found on your mobile app store. Here is where you chart out the events that will not change, birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, things like that. We also recommend that if you are married, dating, single, engaged, plan out your date nights, girls' nights, nights away from the spouse, because I'm telling you right now, you are going to need them. Trust me. It is a lifesaver and a relationship saver. Sometimes you just need that time for yourself. And don't forget to schedule your vacations. That's very important. Whether it is a family vacation, your honeymoon, your anniversary trip, however you plan on taking your vacations in the year 2020, do not forget to plan it out because you do not want to be scrambling around at the last minute. So put it on your calendar. Number 5, set goals. You should not and cannot go another 365 days without any goals. Whether your goals are fitness, financial, family, career, religious, just set some goals for yourself and for your family. There's nothing like looking back on the year and seeing all the things that you've accomplished, Whether it's a minor goal like making your bed every morning or purchasing a house, the feeling of when it is accomplished is like nothing else in the world. The sense of pride that washes over you when you realize what has transpired is absolutely overwhelming. So now that we have given you guys the keys to success, let's sit down and plan your year. Please keep in mind, let me give this disclaimer really quick. Please keep in mind that this is just general annual planning. This is where we block out the major blocks of time. And then every Sunday, you sit down, whether it's with your spouse or with your kids, you can pull out your phone and then get down to the details of the upcoming week. Does that make sense? All right, so let's begin. I said that number one was pick a theme or a word for the year. So our theme for this year for Zeiss Nation is going to be success. We want to be successful in our jobs, in our careers, with our family, with our friends, with everything that we have going on this year, and trust me, it will be a lot. I cannot wait for you guys to come along for the ride. Our theme this year will be success. We are proclaiming that the year of 2020 will be a successful year for Zeiss Nation. Number two, write it all down. So my husband and I, we took the time to write down everything that we know is going to happen in the year 2020. We have birthdays, speaking engagements, church meetings. So let me just say this really quick. If you guys are like us and you are avid churchgoers and you have a lot to do in the ministry, I promise you if you write it all down, nothing will sneak up on you. We have workers meetings, we have third Saturday meetings, everything that you have to do in the year 2020 that you know is coming up. Write it all down, put it in month form, week form. If you know the dates already, that's even better. Date nights, we have scheduled our date nights. I think we said our date nights are every other Friday, right, babe?
Yes.
Okay, every other Friday. So, write everything down, okay? So this is our rough draft. Anniversaries, not just our wedding anniversary. We wrote down our the day we got together. We have our parents' anniversaries, church anniversaries, which actually I think is coming up pretty soon. Oh yeah, next month. Look at that, it's right there. Everything that we have, our Bermuda trip in October, our anniversary trip in when did we say we were going? May, right? Yeah, my nephew's first birthday. We have everything here that we want to have accomplished in 2020. Okay, number three, we said to block out the time. And this means just to write down everything, the months, the if you know anniversaries, right? That's what this is. You're blocking out all of your time. Number four was to calendar it out. Now we have our trusty handy dandy notebook. Name that reference. All right, name the reference. If you know that reference, we can be friends. All right, so we have our handy dandy notebook. What are you doing? Oh. So in this, we have planned actually the last 3 months of 2019 and all 12 months, right? 12 months of 2020. So let me just give you guys a little glimpse into what we have. I'm gonna pick a random month. Babe, pick a month for next year. Pick a month.
July.
July. So for the month of July, we actually have our, can you zoom in on this a little bit?
Yes.
Or no? If not, it's fine. We actually have for the month of July, we have our date nights scheduled for the month already. My birthday's in July. Shout out to all my Leos out there. We have all of my brother's birthday. We have conferences. We have the month of July pretty much blocked out already. So if you guys are like me and you need the paper calendar, you can get one for very cheap, probably at like Walmart, Target. What are some other stores? Amazon. I don't know if Family Dollar has planners, but Wherever you guys can get the big paper planner, you guys can. If you're like my husband and you need it on your phone, go to your app store and there you can type in google.calendar.com and it'll give you the calendar for the year 2020. All right, so that's that. So we're up to, what number was that? 4?
Yes.
Number 4, okay. And then number 5, set your goals. So my goals, I don't know what my husband's goals because we haven't really gotten that far in our planning yet, but we still got a couple weeks. Anyway, so you guys are gonna see me do that a whole lot, so I'm sorry in advance. But to set the goals, so some of my goals, I definitely want to get back into shape in the year 2020. I have not let myself go because I really don't like that term, but I kind of want to get back to, my military body, because actually I think that was like the better version of me. So my fitness goal is to be in the gym at least 3 times a week in the year 2020. My job goals, my career goals, is to expand my businesses. I started one business in 2019 and I plan on doubling up in the year of 2020. Some other goals your financial goals. We plan on buying a house this year, and again, that's something that I want you guys to be a part of. We plan on buying a house probably around late October, early November of next year. And so with that comes a lot of financial, what's the word I'm looking for? Financial planning, there we go. And so while we already have our financial plan set up for our savings, we have to set aside another chunk of our finances for our house planning. And so that's another goal that we have, in the year 2020. Family goals. I know from my husband and I, not actually from my husband, not for me. My husband actually wants to have a kid in the year 2020, but again, that requires a lot of planning and a lot of faith and a lot of that. So, but that's one of my husband's goals. That's one goal I know he has in the year 2020. He does want to expand our family in 2020. What are some other goals, babe? What are some other goals we can?
Did you do financial goals?
Yeah, I did financial. Fitness, family, career, religious. A lot of you guys might not be quote unquote religious, but we are. The ministry is actually a very big part of our lives, which is something you will learn about us on this journey. And while I am not necessarily looking to be promoted in ministry, I want to strengthen my ties to the ministry a little bit more than they are already. I am a pastor's kid. So a lot of that stigma has been not passed down, but has been showing itself more and more in my life lately. And I really do want to solidify my calling and my place in God. So that's another one of my goals. Whatever your goal is for the year 2020, let us know. And if we could help you, we would gladly help Zeiss Nation accomplish whatever goals that you have in the year 2020. I think, what's some other things that we can do? Oh, again, please let me say this. Do not forget to sit down. If you have to, write it on your calendar. Every Saturday, you could do it Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. We plan on doing it Saturday night after church. You sit down with, Sunday? I said Sunday or Saturday? I'm sorry, I meant Sunday. Sunday nights after church. Any day, any time on Sunday. You write, you get out your calendars, whether it's your digital calendar or your paper calendar, and then you go over the details of your week. For example, we know that all day on Sunday, from the time we wake up, probably around to the time we go to bed, we are going to be in church. So Sundays for us are already planned. Mondays, if you have doctor's appointments, if you have kids and they have like recitals and stuff, I really don't know what kids do nowadays, so forgive me. But that's when you sit down with your partner and you plan out your weeks. That is where you will see a lot of your success come from. A lot of your success in the year 2020 will come from you actually sitting down and planning your life and not leaving anything up to chance. Now, granted, you cannot plan out everything, and yes, things will happen, but you will be a lot more at ease when you find out and when you realize that you can maneuver a little bit better. You have a little bit more breathing room in the year 2020 when you plan it out as opposed to leaving everything to chance. And I think, and before we go, Zeiss Nation, again, we just wanted to say thank you for coming along for the ride for 2020. We cannot wait to see what you guys do with the year of perfect vision. Oh, I am so excited. Baby, do you want to say anything? I'll run behind you. You want to come up and say something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be and go.
So I just wanted to thank everyone for coming along with us and coming to back up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, ready?
There we go.
Okay, so I just want to thank everyone of our YouTube subscribers that have joined us since we joined YouTube, a week or two ago?
Yeah, it was kind of a whim thing.
Yeah, and I just want to say I can't wait for our year of perfect vision in 2020. Woo!
Yeah.
And thank you to my wife for everything. And
I'm the brains behind the operation.
yes, I just do the behind the scenes. So you won't see me. I mean, you will see me. I don't want her to do it all by herself. You know, maybe she'll be fine with that. Who knows? But anyways, hi, I'm Eric.
Do y'all like his t-shirt? I think
Yeah,
it's so
same
cute.
t-shirts. Matching t-shirts on.
We didn't do that on purpose, I promise.
No. Yeah. Okay, so.
And
And goodbye, everyone.
and go. Okay, so I'm back. So, with that, it is very important, whether you guys are married, single, engaged, whatever, to have a good, strong support system in the year 2020. And actually just any year. It is never a good time for you to have people around you that are bashing you or that is trying to hold you back, regardless of what you are going through. I think my husband and I, we have been together in 2020 actually, it'll be 5 years we've been together. And a lot of the things that I have accomplished, opening up a business, joining the military, becoming a YouTuber, a lot of the things I have done, I would not have had the opportunity to do it if it wasn't for my husband. My husband was actually the one who taught me how to drive.
Which was a very long experience.
My husband told me that it's okay to be vulnerable. He has taught me a whole lot, and I really, really, really would not be here in this space and in this mindset, and if it wasn't for him. And again, we cover each other's weaknesses, and then we build on each other's strengths, and that is something that I want to teach Zeiss Nation. It is so important to have that good, strong support system. And of course, we have our families to thank. We have our ministry, shout out to Cornerstone, who has actually built us up from the ground. Like, and I'm pretty sure my husband can, actually that's where we are right now. We are actually in our home church today. It is something that I wanted to do because it is very important to us to have that good, strong, what's the word I'm looking for?
Support system.
No, not support system, foundation. And we found that foundation here at our local church in Cornerstone, Church of God in Christ in Medford. If you guys will actually see this place a lot because we spend probably around 85% of our time here. But it goes back to us having that support that we needed to get to where we are in our lives. Well, Zeiss Nation, this has come to an end. We will see you guys on, Wednesday. Ready? Are you gonna do something?
I don't know. Are you gonna do
Oh,
something?
no, you was about to run down here. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, so Zeiss Nation, we just wanted to say thank you guys again, and we cannot wait for the journey that you guys are bringing. We cannot wait to see you guys in 2020. Oh, we got to back up a little bit.
Okay. Ready?
We cannot wait to see what you guys do in 2020. We can't wait for the traveling in 2020. Where are we going in 2020?
We're going to say Italy, I think.
I thought we said England. Okay, Italy/England.
Somewhere over there.
Bermuda in October.
Bermuda for a cruise.
I think we said we were going to do Texas this year.
Yeah, maybe. Alright.
And there was one more. Aruba.
Yes.
We're doing Aruba in November.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of you guys. There's a lot of things coming to. I was gonna say Yanni Paradise.
Oh.
There's a lot of things.
Follow that website. Go on.
Yes,
that.
Yanni Paradise
Link
is
will
the
be in the
business.
bottom.
Yanni Paradise is the business that I want to say we built, but I took over.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so Yanni Paradise is the business that we built, but I took over this past year. And I think that's going to be another video. We're going to teach you guys how to be in, or tell you guys how to be in business and keep your business separate from your personal life, from your ministry. And we can't wait to see you guys in 2020. Thank you so much. You want to say something?
Woo!
Bye, Zeiss Nation.